In the zone of writing right now, the last few weeks, every day I've put down my thoughts. I've been able to express myself in my preacher style, which is to connect. The idea is not just a sort of a mental process, but to try and reach the hearts and minds of my audience. I want to take poetry in another direction. This hat was a present, it was a gift actually from probably one of my favourite trainers in my gym. And I said to her, I hear you're going to New York. And she said, yes. I said, well, do me a favour. I really would love a hat from there because it's been my dream to go there since I was a kid. And I believe very strongly that the American audience will take to my work. So she came back and she brought me this. And I think the colour's good. Like it. Hope you like it. I used to write English essays, and unfortunately when I would hand them in, my teacher ripped them up, tear them up in front of me, saying, "You copied." I copied? How could I copy? Could hardly read, let alone copy other people's work. So this was sort of the catalyst. Then fast forward maybe 10, 15 years into the future after that event, which changed my life. Wrote a poem about it as well, probably many. And I encourage everyone else in the world to try and get involved, not just in their passion but their calling. It's been said that this is a sort of a preacher style of work that I'm doing, where I'm relaying my messages in a form of telling people or giving them ideas for the good of themselves, from my experiences, from my thoughts, just to be able to relate to them. And this is what I want to see from the book. So what needs to happen is that it's not just going to be an ordinary book of poetry. I want it to come to life, have other ingredients. For example, I want to see maybe some artists with their pictures there which can relate to the poetry as well. There are certain poems that have stronger resonance because they reflect an experience in my life that I want to get across to my audience. So something like It's My Fault, which I perform in a church on the YouTube, is a very important poem to me because it describes personal experiences that I've had and a sort of a connection relation to my audience. Another very important poem is April's Fool No More. Again, a personal journey where, again, on a preacher style, I'm explaining to people the essence of time, of the fact that that's all we've got and we need to utilize it to the highest point that we could ever use to get that inspiration daily. Going back to It's My Fault, the key to that poem is at the end when I talk about boundaries. These are personal boundaries that we set ourselves. No one else has put them there. They come from childhood, and I think our job is to understand that first of all they are there, and secondly, in order to remove them, we need to come with a new methodology of an openness of spirit. I think there's an anger that's riding through, of fairness. I'm born a Libra. Whether that means anything or not, I don't know, but essentially that's about fairness, and that's really what is for me the most important thing in life. I like people to have an opportunity, a chance. I like to see the people rewarded that have earned that position by perhaps hard work, perhaps amazing ability, perhaps a combination of things. And this is really what I want to see. It disappoints me sometimes when people have tried so hard at something and then at the last minute given up. We should never give up. We never know how close we are. So this motivational element that I put in my poetry is key, but it's connected with the fairness. I like to see people successful and really developing their life, evolving as people. In the words of Marianne Williamson, a lady I've never met, but I have to respect what she says, it is the fact that we are great, we are big, and we shouldn't be afraid to show that. We're all very special creatures. We're all connected. That's my vision, that we all have something to say. We all deserve respect. We all deserve an opportunity